Hello everyone, welcome to day one of our SQL series for beginners. If you have ever wondered how companies like Amazon, Netflix, or Flipkart manage huge amount of data, you are in the right place. SQL is the language behind the scenes. Today, we built the foundation, what databases are, what SQL and how it all connect to real world system. So, let's start. So, what is database? A database is an organized collection of structured information of data. Okay, it allows easy access, retrieval, and management of data. Like a database is a structured collection of data that can be easily accessed, managed, or updated. Okay, database where you can store your data in a structure format, uh, like um, like your bag. You are putting You have divided your bag into subsection. Okay, that's maybe table, and you are putting your things like books in lower side and pens and pencil in like boxes and water in water pockets. So database is organized collection of structured information of data where you can manage access, update, and create. Like, think about a hospital. It stores patients' records, doctor schedules, prescriptions, and billing information. All of this is stored in a database. So the system can instantly find a patient's history just by entering their ID. Or you can see in a real life example like Amazon stores where they use a database to store customer info, products, and order details. So let's move to the type of database. So basically, I'm going to explain five type of database. One is relational database. Relational database stores data in table with rows and column. Basically, relational database store data in structure format, like Flipkart's product catalog, like table of products, users, user ID is stored in relational database. And the example of some relational database is my relational database tools is MySQL, PostgreSQL, and second NoSQL database. NoSQL database stores unstructured data like images, JSON, logs. For example, Instagram stores user activity logs and post using MongoDB, Cassandra. Third is distributed database. In distributed database, data is spread across multiple physical location. Means data is not stored in one place. Data is stored in different multiple physical location. Like Uber's ride history is stored across global data center for speed and reliability. The next is cloud database. The database hosted on cloud platform like AWS, RDS, Cloud, Google Cloud SQL is a cloud database. And the next one is object-oriented database. Object-oriented database store data as objects, like in object-oriented programming. For example, uh, complex CAD application and simulation used object-DB. Okay. So next is what is DBMS? We know about what is database, but what is DBMS? So DBMS is basically known as database management system. Okay. So a database management system is a software used to store, retrieve, and manage data in database. Okay, there are many popular tools which is used for DBMS like MySQL, which is open source, Oracle, which is used for enterprises, PostgreSQL, which have advanced features, and Microsoft SQL Server. So, software, basically DBMS is software to interact with databases. Like you can do the things like create, read, update, delete. Like a database management system uses CRUD operation. Example like example of tools like MySQL, Oracle, SQL Server, PostgreSQL. Okay. So now let's move on. What is SQL? So SQL belongs to structured query language, which is used to interact with relational database, which supports CRUD operation like create, read, update, and delete. The common commands of SQL is select, insert, update, and delete, and all. So SQL, which is structured query language, is the standard language used to communicate with relational database. The function of SQL is creating tables in structure format, inserting data as input, querying data using select, updating data like editing, deleting data like removing. Okay. For example, for Zomato database stores restaurant like Zomato databases stores restaurant details, rating, customer orders. To find all the restaurant in Mumbai, we can use SQL to find. And Zomato's background uses SQL query. Now, move to the SQL data types. There are many data types used in SQL like int, varchar, text, long text, contain, text, date, float, boolean. We will see these all SQL data types in our next video with example. Okay. Now let's move to the SQL arithmetic operators. So, like all the languages, you are just doing like in Python, you're doing plus, minus, subtraction modules and all. You also can use in SQL arithmetic operation like you can use addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, and even you can use comparison operators like equals, greater than, less than equal, greater or equal, less than or equal, and you also can use SQL logical operator like AND, which and use when both condition are true, or use either condition true, like one condition may be true or not, reverse the condition. Okay, so I want to explain some more thing which is not in my PPT is SQL is divided into categories based on functionality like DDL, DML, DQL, DCL, and TCL. I will explain it and show you how to use it in later video. Just I'm going to give you a simple short essence of this topic. Like DDL generally refers to the data definition language which deals with structure like table schemas. The command used in DDL is create, alter, and drop. Second is DML, which is data manipulation language, which deals with data inside the table. And what we can do, we can use commands like insert, update, and delete. DQL, data query language, only used command is select, which fetches the data. DCL, data control language, which control access like grant, revoke, used by data admins. TCL, transaction control language, deals with transactions like commit, rollback, and save point. So, what is the use cases of SQL? So, we can use SQL in e-commerce. Like Flipkart uses SQL to find products, track orders, analyze sales. In healthcare, hospitals use SQL to manage patient data and medical records. Banking system, banks use SQL to query transaction, calculate interest, and detect fraud. Social media like Instagram use SQL to fetch, post, comment, and likes. Entertainment like Netflix uses SQL to recommend shows based on viewing history. So, what we have learned today is database, which is structured data storage, DBMS software to manage databases, SQL language to interact with databases. Table, rows and columns, data type define data format, operators perform operation and filtering. So I have given you assignment like define database DBMS. DBMS and SQL in your words. List 5 data types in SQL. Differentiate between equal to and less than and greater than operator. And create a sample table. Just a table, not an SQL. Okay, you can create your table in just a in copy using pen. Okay, create a sample table like employees, ID, name, salary, and joining date. We will code from tomorrow. We will write our first code in SQL from, on tomorrow. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and also comment on comment box. Okay, in day two, where we will write our first SQL queries and understand how select works. See you in next one. And remember, every query takes you one step closer to becoming a data expert. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much to seeing my video.